Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. So this week's video is the second part of my 2015 favorites, and we will talk about makeup favorites. I will put the link down below of the first part where we talk about my favorite hair care, body care and skin care items for 2015. And because I have so many products for this video as I had for the last one, and I certainly didn't restrain myself to 15 items, most probably more than 50 items, I will start immediately, and I will try to focus mainly in products that I discovered in 2015 or late 2014 and I used throughout the whole year. But I might have some products that I also am using for several years and they are still favorites. Hopefully I will not have a lot of repeats with previous years, and I will also of course have the link of my favorites playlist because as you will see, although I'm talking about a ton of products, there are so many favorite things that I use throughout the year that didn't make the cut for this video. I will start with the order that I usually do my makeup. So I'm starting with base products and cheek products, and I will leave eye and then at the end lip products. So I am starting with primers. I use so many primers that I love this year, and I also use many old favorites. There are two primers that I discovered in 2015 and I use them from the moment that I start using them until now, all the time. The first that I want to talk about is from Smashbox, and this is the Photofinish Primer Water. So this actually goes a long way. I'm using it since I don't even know how many months, and I'm a bit more than halfway, and I use it nearly every single day that I do my makeup, especially when I don't travel, because when I travel this is like a full-size bottle and I usually get more travel-friendly primers with me. I like this a lot. It's silicone-free, alcohol-free and oil-free, and it helps the makeup to stay longer on your face. What I like a lot with this primer is that although a lot of people say that it's like makeup prolonging mist and stuff like that, for me it's not like a finishing mist. I never use it at the end of my makeup. I only use it in the beginning before I start putting the other makeup products on my face. I usually combine it with either primers and I don't use it alone, but I never neglect using it when I do my makeup, especially if I want it to stay all day long. And it always helps. The next primer that I have to show you, it's actually a huge 2015 discovery for the whole YouTube world. And I have it in a travel size. And I find the travel size more convenient because the full size is huge and glass. And I have repurchased that again and again. And this is the Nivea Men Sensitive Aftershave Balm. So this is the travel size that it has 30 ml of product. It's so travel friendly, and this was discovered by Nikki Tutorials. I have mentioned it in a previous favorites video. I'm using it for maybe more than half a year now, and it's so good to keep your makeup on your face. The thing is that the second ingredient in this one is glycerin. So it gets this tacky feeling after you apply it, and it helps the makeup and everything on stick on your face and not move. So this is really good for prolonging your makeup. As you will see, both of the primers that I'm showing you, they are not really doing anything with the pores. They don't offer any glow or anything like that, but they are prolonging your makeup. And this is something that I need the most, because most of the times I put my makeup on 6 o'clock in the morning and I want my makeup to stay on for a minimum of 12 to 14 hours. So this is something that I really need. But I will also link the videos that I have done for my primer collection, where I talk about high-end and drugstore primers and which are the ones that I like and which are the ones that I don't like so much, and hopefully you will get an idea of all my favorite primers. Another priming product that I used so much this year, and now it's nearly empty. It's again from Smashbox. I think they're doing an amazing job with primers. I also like their face primers a lot. But this is the Smashbox Photofinish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. So the first time I used an under eye primer, it was from Glow Minerals like a couple of years ago, and I was fascinated by how huge of a difference it makes in smoothing the area under the eyes and giving a bit of light and helping the concealer stick and not crease. And the same I can say with this Smashbox primer. It's easier for me to find than the Glow Mineral ones, and also it is very hydrating and it gives a bit of a glowy finish. It is a bit pink tinted and it's smoothing, brightening. It also says that it helps with the puffiness and the dark circles. Of course, it's not a skincare product, but for me, this is also something that I use every single day since I got it. It's a step that I never forget, and I even have it in travel size, so I can get it with me when I travel. Love this. I have some bases to talk about, but I will first start, maybe this I could show in my skincare video, but this is my SPF that I used the most in 2015. This is from Meme Box when it's still delivered in Europe, and it's the Hanhui Snail Skin Refinisher, and it has an SPF of 50. It is a CC cream and it has anti-aging, whitening and UV coating properties. I rarely use this alone. Usually all these CC creams, I think that they help making more homogeneous the color of your face, and they are really good base for a foundation. So if I want a lot of coverage, I will use that, and then I will use a normal foundation. If I want less coverage, I will use that, and then I will use a lightweight light coverage foundation. I sometimes also use it during the winter. I always use an SPF, but especially in the summer, you can see how much love this product got. I love the fact that it comes with a pump. I have spoken about it on my channel, and it's a brilliant SPF product. I have not researched where I can find it if it's gone, but I'm certain that I will look for it on eBay or on the internet now that I cannot get it from Meme Box, because it's a brilliant one. I have 4 foundations, yes. I know that this is too much, but I used and tried this year so many foundations, like from the end of 2014 until now. It's an amazing amount of foundations that I have tried, and I have a lot that I loved. The older one that I'm been using since longer, and I was not so in love with it because at first I could not find my perfect shade, but now I found it, is this one from Covergirl. I would say that this is my favorite drugstore foundation. This is the Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation with SPF 20. My shade is 925, which is the lightest shade that you can find in Switzerland. Unfortunately, in the past, this had not been released in Switzerland. I am already 2/3 down, and now that I have this one, I can even mix it with a bit of a darker one the days that I'm not that light. Not that I'm ever really tan, but sometimes in the summer I am a bit darker. So at this point, I adore this foundation. This is a medium to high coverage foundation. Usually I hate having a heavy layer of foundation on my skin. Maybe people can think that, oh my god, she doesn't cover really pimples and some pigmentation marks and things like that. I prefer my skin to look quite natural even from a short distance, and for this reason I always apply one thin layer of foundation. I never build up my foundations. That's why in the past, in foundation reviews, I have told you that some foundations have amazing reviews about being able to build it up to high coverage, but I never like built up foundations because I don't like to apply it again and again and again. I don't like the feeling on my face, on my skin, and I don't like how it looks up close. This one can achieve quite a good coverage, and combined with a good concealer, even if you have a lot to cover up, I think it's great. You can build it up, but with the light layer you can have, but with the thin layer you can have quite a decent coverage, and I like it. It's really good for oily skin or normal mixed skin. I don't know how this would react with really dry skin, because I don't have a dry skin. I cannot really comment on that. And it gives quite a satin matte finish, not completely matte, I don't like that, but you need really a tiny bit of powder if you want to make it completely matte. I have another drugstore high coverage foundation. This is a bit matter, and it is from L'Oreal, and it is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hours Matte Foundation. I have the Shade 10 Porcelain, and this is a really good foundation that you can feel it a bit heavy on the skin if you apply it to matte. I have seen a lot of reviews with people saying that this is very heavy on the skin, this is only good for very oily skin types. I disagree with that. Certainly not, it's not good for dry skin types. It gives a matte effect, it has high coverage, it is a bit of medium. When you put it on the skin, you feel that it is a bit heavy, but you can thin it out. You can apply a very thin layer, you can apply it with a beauty blender, you can apply it with a wet buffing brush, and you can really make it look quite natural on the skin while keeping a satin matte result without needing to powder it or anything like that. And it gives a lot of coverage. It can also give a completely matte, flawless coverage if you really put more and you don't thin it out. But as I said, this is not what I enjoy with my makeup. Very good foundation, really good for oily skin, but can also be used from normal to oily skin types, depending on how you will apply it. If you put too much, it will be it is a foundation that can lead to a heavy cakey effect. I have then two high-end foundations. One of my favorite ones, it is the Dior Skin Star Foundation. Dior has come up with another Dior Skin, I think, foundation that I have not tried yet. But this one I love a lot. It has an SPF of 30. It says it has brightening effect, and it's a weightless perfection. I have the shade 22. It is a bit darker than some of the other foundations that I'm showing you. I have noticed in the bottle, but it matches me quite well when I apply it on the skin. Again, it comes with a pump. It has a very beautiful packaging. It is a glass bottle. I don't love this one for traveling, but this is such a nice foundation. When you apply it, it gives such a nice, normal, very natural result, and it makes your skin look wonderful in all occasions. I think that I would say that this is a medium coverage, certainly not a heavy coverage, but again, it's such a beautiful finish and it looks nice in all occasions. And another foundation that I think it looks nice in all occasions and I particularly love, it is this one from Nars, and it's the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. So this needs really a good shaking before you use it. You can hear it, because otherwise it tends to separate in the bottle, even like from the first week that you get it. I love this not shiny glass bottle. I love the fact that it comes with a pump. I love everything about this one. I was using it a lot when I got it, and then for some reason I started trying out more foundations and I left it a bit aside, and I started using it again recently, and I don't know why I stopped. I mean, my skin looks always nice when I use it. Again, it's a medium coverage, you can build it a lot. I don't think this has any SPF in it. It says that my shade is the Mont Blanc Light 2. It matches me perfectly, and you need really a tiny bit of that to achieve full face coverage. I have seen, again, people, I don't know, it's a matter of personal preferences, because I have seen people using at least the double of the quantity of the foundation when they apply their foundation, especially for a YouTube video, compared to how much I use. But based on my preference, this is such a good foundation, and you need like one pump and a half maximum, because the pump usually don't take out a lot of product for this one, because it's of quite a big coverage, because it gives quite a lot of coverage with a tiny amount, and it fits, it's perfect to cover your whole face. I have 3 concealers, and they're all 3 from the drugstore. I use a combination of these 3 nearly every day. I am obsessed. I love their combination, and some of them it's not easy for me to find, so I'm not really pleased about that. Whenever I don't know which concealer I should use, I use a combination of them, and they are perfect. I will start with the one that I usually use all over my face. This one is from Catrice, and it's the Velvet Finish Concealer with Hyaluron. And this one, unfortunately, I cannot find in Switzerland, but I'm going soon in Germany, so I will try to find it there. And I really like this one. This could also be very good for under the eyes, but unfortunately when I got it in Germany, I only found the 020 Velvet Rose Shade, and this is a bit too dark for my under eye area. This is really creamy. It comes with a typical one. I like the fact that it has hyaluron. It has really a velvet finish. It's really good to offer coverage, but also blendability. I love this concealer. And under my eyes, I use a combination of these two because I have a huge dark circle problem. I mean, it's getting better. The last even 4 years, it's so much better than before. But if you think that on average, I sleep maximum 5 hours a day, and based on that and the fact that genetically I have quite dark under eye circles, the best skincare cannot solve your problem if you sleep 5 hours a day. So this helped a lot. This one is very, I mean, you know both of them. This is the Fit Me concealer by Maybelline. Unfortunately, I cannot find it anymore. This is the shade 10. And I use it mainly to cover my dark circles, and I bring it sometime lower to highlight the area, and then I will use the Instant 88 Effect in the shade Light from Maybelline. So this is the Age Rewind. I think that's how it's called in UK and in most English-speaking countries that they have it. I hate the sponge thing. I have discussed about that thing, but this, I have used like maybe 3 packages of that, and I love it. I love these two together. Depending on how I feel my under eyes and how dark they are, I will use a bit less than that, and I will use a bit more than that if I want mainly brightness. If I want more coverage, I will use more from this one and less than this one, but they combine perfectly. Maybelline has done an amazing job with these two concealers, and I have heard that they will release this one again, hopefully this year. Let's hope, because I really need it back in my life, because soon it will finish and then I will not be happy. So perfect concealer combination. And I usually will apply my concealer with a beauty blender or with a concealer brush, like a buffing brush, depending on how much coverage I want. I will not talk about tools at all in this video because they are makeup related. I could show them, but I have done already my favorite I think I did the eye brushes video, and I will soon, maybe in a few weeks, do the face brushes video, so you will see then the whole array of my favorite makeup brushes. I am continuing with face, and I have only one bronzer to show you, and I have a lot of favorite bronzers, and this is mainly just to contour my face, but I will show you only this one because this one for me is so much more special than any other contouring powder that I have used, that I think it's unfair to compare it with anything else. This is by Rodial, and it's the Instaglam Compact Deluxe Contouring Powder. I love the packaging. I love this product so much. It has 10.5 grams of product. I use it not every single day, but maybe I use it like 70% of the days, because I also use other powders and I'm trying other contouring products, and I try to use up some other products. This is perfect for my skin tone, and it's such a nice cool tone shade to contour with. It is very pricey, it's really high-end, but it will, I mean, I could live just with that. If someone told me, oh, I'm coming and I'm taking all your contour powders, I will certainly not be happy. But if they left me with this one, I would be okay. I can survive just with this one. That's how much in love I am. It's one of the products that I'm showing you today that I'm so attached to that I cannot describe. I have many more blushes, of course. They're not like, I'm so in love with blushes that if I could start showing blushes, then we could talk just 2 hours about them. But I will quickly show a few that for me, they were really, really my favorites for 2015, and they got a lot of love. This is from Milani, and it's the Luminoso Baked Powder Blush. This is a drugstore product. I love the Milani baked blushes. I have some other blushes from them, but these are my favorites. And this is such a great shade for the summer. It is like a coral shade. I love this so much, and this is a very, very popular product. It also opens, it has this little brush and the mirror. I don't care so much about that. I have reviewed that on my blog. I will put the link down below, but this is just perfect. And I think this looks good on everyone. It looks good if you are light colored, it looks good on dark skin tones, it looks good on everyone. Tan people, not tan people, amazing. This is an amazing product. This is such a good blush, and this is from Max Factor, and this is the Pastel Compact Blush, and the shade is 30 Gorgeous Berries. Perfect for traveling, really small. This is so, I mean, in the pan it says, okay, that's good, but this is such a wonderful shade. It gives so much luminosity. It reminds me a lot, and people say that these are dupes of the Hourglass blushes. And actually, they are kind of dupes. They're not the same, because I have them and I will show them just next. But they are so good, and for such a small portion of the price, I certainly think that they don't have a lot of shades, but you can try a couple of shades or one shade that you like the most and see how good this is. It's pigmented, but not like the scary pigment that I don't like blushes that people can see from 20 meters far. I like the blush to just give you a hint of color on the cheeks and be blendable with your highlighter and your contour powder, and this is such a beautiful blush. It gives such a beautiful result on the skin. These are the Hourglass blushes. This is the palette that I think it was limited edition. It's the Ambient Lighting Blush Palette, and it has Luminous Flash, Incandescent Electra, and Mood Exposure. These are the 3 blushes, and my absolute favorite, this one, Mood Exposure. Mood Light is also my favorite Hourglass powder, and this is amazing, and I love it a lot, and I use it all the time. It just gives such a bit of luminosity and a bit of hint of color. So good, but all of them, like, they really worth the money. And I have 2 last blushes. One is from MAC. It was limited edition, and I don't remember the collection, but it's called Freshen Up. I love the packaging, and it's like, it's not a blush, it's a highlight powder, but I use it as a combination of blush and highlight. I wear it today, and you can either swirl your brush taking all 3 colors and use it as a blush, or you can just take from this and these 2 shades, use this as a blush, and use this shade as a highlighter. It gives such a luminosity. It's one of the few blushes that when I wear it, I don't feel that I need a highlighter. I will still use a highlighter because I'm a highlighting whore. But besides that, I love this blush, and I don't know if MAC plans to release something like that again, but I love this one. I love the texture. It's such a good powder. The packaging, amazing. And the last blush I have to show you is the one that I'm using maybe the least amount of time, and still I use it since summer. And this is by Urban Decay, and it's the Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Brush in Rapture. I love the packaging. I have reviewed them. I will put the link down below. They are amazing. Their quality is phenomenal, and this is such, like, this kind of dusty mauvey shades are my kind of colors. I can use that all day long. I love this shade. I have a lot of shades like that, but this one, and I believe that they stay a bit longer than 8 hours on the cheeks. Amazing. I have 2 highlighters to show and finish with highlighting powders. Of course, I have a lot of favorite highlighters. I also have a lot of contour and highlight powders and palettes, but this is phenomenal, and this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in Moonstone. Since I tried this, I fell so hard in love with Becca highlighting products that I'm so displeased that they are so difficult to find. I got this from US, a friend brought it, and it's again a humongous amount, like 8 grams of highlighter. This is the lightest shade they have, and this is such an intense highlighter, but without being glittery. I adore this. It's such a good shade. And now I got the Jaclyn Hill Holiday palette that they released, and they have Pearl, and they have Blast Copper and Champagne Pop. And I also got a small Moonstone. It's amazing. The only thing that I don't like with this product is that it's so soft that it's really easy to break. I have not broken mine, and they travel well from US and everything, but I know that they're very soft, and you can see it when you apply the product. You will have a lot of fallout. You will have to tap really well your brush, but this is... And the next one, I mean, I'm using that much less time. I'm using that actually since November that I got it. It's from the Christmas MAC collection. But this is a phenomenal highlight, and whenever I was not using Moonstone during the holidays, I was using this one. This is the Oh Darling Extra Dimension Skin Finish by MAC. And this is the most beautiful gold highlighter that I have ever seen. If you like very intense gold highlighting powders, this is phenomenal. But again, this was limited edition, and they are some products that they're very similar to that. Again, I have reviewed it, so I will put the link down below where I talk about some dupes that I have not tried, but everyone says that they are similar in case you want to check it out. Some eye products next, and I will first show 2 palettes that I use through the whole year, or since I got them. The one I had from the beginning of the year, and actually I had it from 2014, but I realized in 2015, where I used it even more, that this is maybe one of the best standalone palettes that I have got in my collection. This is, again, I'm so sorry, limited edition. It was a present, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette. This is a palette that has 10, it has a mirror, and it comes with 10 shades, 5 mattes, 5 shimmers. It has an amazing matte highlighter. It has 2 really good crease colors, this like more terracotta shades, and it has a dark deep plum and a matte black. Then it has these 3 shades. This is such a great gold for the inner corner of the eyes, and then glisten and topaz. It's so shimmery, all the lead colors, and you have your purple and your green, that they are my favorite colors if I want to wear color. So for me, this is the perfect color combination palette, and I'm so happy with it, although it's not cool tone, and usually I like cool toned palette more. The next palette I'm showing you, again, it's not a cool tone, and this is a palette that I didn't get since so long. I wanted it, and then I am a bit displeased with the company for some reasons, but I got it, and since I got it, I use it all the time because it's phenomenal. And it's the Venus palette by Limecrime. Now they have a Venus 2, but I didn't like the shade so much. Again, it has a mirror and it has 8 shades, and they are all very warmy, grungy, reddish, orangey shades. There are a few mattes, there are many satins, not a lot of glitter. I'm wearing it today in combination with some other shadows that I will show you. I love how it blends, I love how it feels. It's so easy to do your makeup with this palette, and the colors are so beautiful. It needs a bit of care because really this reddish tone sometimes around the eyes, they can make your eyes look more tired, which is always a problem for a person that is tired all the time. But this is really a good palette, and they convinced me to get it, and I didn't regret it. It was great. I have only 2 cream eyeshadows to show you, and I use this a lot this around summer and springtime this year. I love them. I have 2 shades, but this, for example, is by Kiko, and these are my favorite Kiko products. This is the Long Lasting Stick 8-hour no transfer eyeshadow by Kiko, and the one that I'm showing you today, it's which is the number 42, and it's a lavender shade. But I love all the shades I have. I just like it so much. It's a lavender, not shimmery shade, and it's such a nice base. And then I have this one from Inglot. I think this is limited. This was limited edition. It's the AMC eyeliner gel, and the shade is 100. I use it as a cream eyeshadow. This is so beautiful. It's really fascinating. I love this one a lot. This is such a great base, and I don't like to use a lot of eyeliner, but as a creamy eyeshadow base, it's amazing. I have some singles. Actually, I want to talk about 2 singles. The one is, in general, the matte eyeshadows from Catrice. So I have some different versions here. I have one satin matte from a limited edition collection, and this is this light lilac shade that is perfect with this Kiko cream eyeshadow that I show. I have the Velvet matte eyeshadows, and I think this is their previous form, that they are a bit dome. As you see, I love this color so much. It's the most wanted color, amazing. But I also like a lot their newer version where they're completely flat, and they are phenomenal. This is the Vanilla Tea Fair, and it's one of the best matte highlighters I have ever used. The quality of this is so good, and the price is unbeatable. The other single eyeshadow that I want to talk about is, I use this so much since I got it. It's by Urban Decay. It's called Solstice, and it's one of their glittery eyeshadows, and this is like a multi duochrome eyeshadow. It's so nice, especially over a creamy base, because alone it doesn't give so intense color. I use it a lot with the AMC Inglot eyeliner. There was a period around summer and spring that I was using these 4 in combination so many days in my eye look, and usually I alternate my products all the time, but this was like my all-time favorite eye look for the spring and the summer, and it looked so nice. I adore this. And for at the end, for eyeshadows, I have the Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I have a few here. I have mainly the duochromes, but I also like a lot all the other ones that I have. And I will put the link of my video reviews down below. I think they have really a good quality for their price. I'm very pleased. I have not tried a lot of their normal eyeshadows. I have only tried one, which is called Sima Sima, and this is actually one of my absolute favorites. Again, an amazing highlighting shade. And I certainly want to try out more Makeup Geek products because they are so good, the eyeshadows, and for this price point I'm really happy with them. I have two eye pencils, actually it's one. They are from Essence, really a drugstore product, and they are the gel eye pencil waterproof. They are so used, there is nothing remaining written on this one. And I have three shades. My favorite ones is Urban Jungle, the green one, but I also like a lot the Around Midnight, the blue one. They are so creamy, they are so nice, they are so blendable. Really good eye pencils, and for this price, amazing. I have two mascara and they're both high-end. And for this one I have talked really a lot of times, and this is Chanel, Le Volume de Chanel, and the shade is 30, I think it's called Prune, and it's this burgundy plum shade. I love it, especially for the winter and the fall. This is my favorite mascara because it gives a hint of nice warm color. And I have this travel size, but I also have a bigger size of the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I didn't expect to like this so much. It has a very classic wand with normal and not plastic bristles, but this is so good. So I'm happy that I have some mascaras that they're not my typical favorites, because usually I'm like, the Rubinstein mascaras are the best, the Lancome mascaras are among the best and stuff like that, but these are kind of newer and I love them a lot. I think that was all with eye products, and we will continue with a ton of lip products. This was the liquid lipstick year for me, and it was very difficult to choose which liquid lipsticks I will show you, but I will put my whole liquid lipstick collection down below. But I have also a few products that they're not a liquid lipstick. I have one lip liner, and it's again from Essence, and I think they are the newer lip liners. I also loved the classical one, the one that you need to sharpen and everything, but this is the long-lasting lip liner 07 Plum Cake. This is the most beautiful shade in the world, and I would love if my lips were this color. I have this all the time on me. It's so inexpensive, it's always in my bag, and when I wear like a lip color that I don't like so much or doesn't stay that well on the lips and I just want to go out afterwards, I'll just put the lip liner all over my lips and it's amazing. I love it. But it's also really good to combine with some other shades, and two of the shades that I have to show you with normal lipsticks, I usually wear them with this lip liner. One is Underground from Gerard Cosmetics. I have reviewed them in the video. They are not the best lipsticks out there, but they're quite good, and this shade is instant love. I love this shade of lipstick, and because of the color, I will always think that this is a favorite one. Then I have the Audacious lipstick from Nars. I love the packaging, I love everything about this one. In Anna, such a beautiful shade again. Really, I gravitate really around these kind of shades. I find them so natural, so normal, and so flattering for my skin tone. And the next one is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Bond Girl. I love the name. It's such a nice everyday color. It has a lot of brown base and it's very flattering. And I love this Revolution lipsticks. No, they're not called Revolution. I don't remember how they're called. I will put the name down below. I think Revolution are the Urban Decay ones. But I love these matte lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury. They are amazing. And let's go to liquid lipsticks. I have 6. That was quite surprising. It was so difficult. I have 5. It was so difficult to choose 5. So I have 5 lipsticks, 4 brands. One is from Kat Von D and it's the LUV one. I love this color. I love it alone. I love it in combination with the lip gloss that I will show you afterwards. I love this formula. It's not my all-time favorite liquid lipstick formula, but it's among the best and it's really good one. Another amazing formula, and it's the one that I'm wearing today, and not all the shades have such a good formula, but this one is by Color Drain and it's Mars, and it's such a good everyday shade. It looks so good with so many eye makeups, and I adore this one, and it stays on so well, and the things are starting falling apart. I have this one from The Balm, and it's also a more recent discovery, but I love this so much that I cannot not show it, and it's the Meet Matte Hues long-lasting liquid lipstick in Loyal. It's such a perfect red shade. I love this one, and they feel so comfortable and good on the lips. I want to try more shades. And my favorite ones, they are from LA's Plus, and my 2 all-time favorite shades, it's Ghoulies. I live for this kind of colors. And Katrina. I have Katrina, really, I got it at the end of 2015, but this is a duochrome liquid lipstick with metallic finish, and I love every single thing about it, from the amazing packaging to how they feel on the lip and how they look on the lips. And I have said that, and I mean it, if I could wear a color all the time without people looking at me weirdly and without caring, I would wear this in every single occasion because I love this. I think that was all about liquid lipsticks. I have 2 more, like I have one, but it's not a matte liquid lipstick. It is, again, a liquid lipstick. It's the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in Melted Violet. I love this. I wear this a lot. It's very bright. I prefer to wear it in spring and summer, but I like these ones from Too Faced a lot, although they are not completely matte and they're not so long stay. And this is one of my all-time favorite lip glosses. It's from Urban Decay. It's one of their Revolution lip glosses, and it's called Bittersweet. I like the packaging, I like the wand, I love the consistency for a gloss because I'm not a gloss fan, and they are great. I have 2 finishing products. I will not show you any finishing powders. This year, again, as most years, I use my Meteorites and my Hourglass powder a lot, and they are getting there. I'm using them up, really, but they are very known products to you because I use them all the time. But I have Max Fix Plus. I adore this. This is the coconut one, that's why I want to show it. This is empty, and I cannot repurchase it because it was limited edition, and I really hope that MAC will bring them back because they are great. I mean, Max Fix Plus is something that everyone that uses loves. And if you have like the coconut, if you like this scent, great. And this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is maybe the only actual setting spray that I'm using, and I don't use this every day, but I really use it when I want my makeup to stay longer, and it does a pretty damn good job, so I love this a lot. I thought that I would just put a couple of nail products in. I certainly didn't go through all my nail favorites and try to remember which are the nail polishes that stand out this year. But I have 3 products that on the top of my mind, without really putting any effort, I immediately thought about, and I thought, okay, I have to mention these ones. And this is the Beam Up base by Essie, and it's actually not a base, it's like a therapy. You wear it when you don't wear nail polish, and it just makes your nails look whiter and a bit of a rosy tint, and I really like this a lot. If it happens and I don't have any time to do my nails. And I have two nail polishes. It's not so much the shades, it's mostly the formulas. This is from Color Club and this is from their Oil Slick collection. I have three. I love this one, and this is the It's Raining Men, but all of them are really good if you like these duochrome ones, but it was limited edition. And this is from Kiko. I think they added more colors in this collection instead of, I thought it was limited edition, but they added even more shades. So I want all the shades. And this is the Velvet Satin Nail Lacquers. This is the 6, 8, 9. I have 4 shades. I love them all. They look so wonderful on the nails. I wear these ones all the time. So these were all my huge amount of makeup favorites for 2015. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know which were your 2015 favorite products and which is the product that you find out in 2015 and you're like, I need this in my life, in my makeup life. I cannot do my makeup without it, because there are so many products out there that I have not discovered yet, and I love your suggestions. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. And we will talk next week with another video. Until then, many kisses.